It's absolutely awesome. I hope this is working. Could you bring the... Is there something that you could share with the congregation concerning something that you see behind the scenes with Donald Trump concerning who he is? I've had the opportunity to meet him, and I believe the media just has a tendency to perhaps present him in a not necessarily perfect way. And I'm not trying to be politically correct, but nice. But is there something that you could tell us just a little bit about his personal life and what you know about what's going on behind the scenes just a little?
Well, absolutely.
Maybe the rest of the people don't know.
Well, I would tell you the story of when we were invited on that weekend out to spend time with their family. I got a glimpse of Donald Trump off the campaign trail with people that had worked with him and worked for him for many years. And I'll never forget the first impression that I had. It was, we had arrived at the Bedminster golf course and resort on a Friday night. And Karen and Charlotte and I went to the dining room, and we were just getting a meal. And the man who had run this golf course for Donald Trump since he acquired it 10, 12 years earlier came up to us. His name is Dave, right? Dave walked up to me and he said, just want to make sure everything's okay, Governor. Are you all squared away? I said, oh, we're great. And he said, well, he's called a couple times, from the car, and he said, you know how he is. And I said, Dave, I have absolutely no idea how he is. I said, that's kind of why I'm here. Right? And he said, well, he's just going to want to make sure, everybody's taken care of. But what struck me in that moment, Dr. Anderson, was two things about Donald Trump that I think will make him a great president. And that is that, number one, he has high standards.
Very high.
High standards. He is a man, I will tell you, I was in an African-American church with him yesterday. And Donald Trump, when he talks about making America great again, you heard me say it before, we want to make America great again for every American, regardless of race or creed or color or gender. We want to open doors of opportunity. And Donald Trump went into our inner cities and just said, this is not good enough. He is a man that's impatient with failed leadership and failed ideas. And he will demand the kind of changes that will create prosperity and opportunities. This is one of the reasons why I think he's so passionate about school choice. Donald Trump and I believe that parents should be able to choose where their children go to school regardless of their income, regardless of their area code. And we're going to fight for it. But so I heard in Dave's voice, Dr. Anderson, I heard high standards when he said, everything's got to be right. But what I'd share with you that I saw for the first time, but I've literally seen every day since. Donald Trump and I talk every day. I talked when I arrived here at the church tonight for a few minutes. And we campaign together every week. What I also saw in Dave's face was a smile and a warmth. Because when he said, you know how he is, he said it with affection. And I have to tell you, for me, the great qualities in leadership are people that can have high standards, but then can inspire the men and women around them and encourage them and strengthen them and make it possible for all of them together to achieve great things. And that's Donald Trump. That's why I think it's why he's been the success that he's been, and I believe he'll carry those qualities into the White House. And,
Amen. Well, that's beautiful. One of